Welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars 2024 video, and today I'll be covering quite a few things. Some things I missed yesterday, then also some things that actually got leaked last night and earlier today. So there are about 10 or 15 things. I'm going to kind of try to get through them pretty quickly here, but I do also want to say I will be doing a live stream tonight, okay? A couple hours from now, I will be doing a, probably 2 to 4 hour long live stream going over every single LEGO Star Wars 2024 set that we know so far. I'm going to put together a nice presentation and have a really good time over there. I also will be giving away a couple tan AAT poly bags. So if you guys have not been able to find this set yet, I will be giving away 2 of them for free. So definitely, hang out with me tonight and let's have a good time on that live stream. So hope to see you guys all there. But without further ado, let's actually get into some of this stuff. So there's a couple smaller things as well, but I really kind of just want to really hit every point. Okay, so let's start off. We have the evil Falcon set here. Here's a couple new points. Number one being, it does look like it might be branded under something called the Dark Side line. Hot Toys is actually doing something under that line as well. So it could be something where, Disney itself is kind of making something for 2024, called the Dark Side line. And Hot Toys, of course, is making a couple figures. And Lego might be following suit with doing something like that evil Falcon. So it's not really going to change the set necessarily, but just know it might be, the reason why that set exists in 2024. So next up we have the white Darth Vader. Will not have a special color lightsaber blade. Nothing too crazy there. It will just be a translite blue. I know in some concept images, like on the Black series as well, I think it's like an orange on there, but not the end all be all. If you really want to change your lightsaber blade, I think we all probably got extras, but it makes sense. I mean, if it's a light side Vader, change it from red to blue. So, it is what it is, but that is a new piece of information. All right, next up, a little something about the TIE Fighter and X-Wing 2-pack. Nothing that really changes the set, but a lot of you guys did tell me that it looks like this might actually be based off the Star Wars Legends. They're called Star Wars Uglies, and it's pretty much, in Legends, I guess, at one point, they did go through a time where, like, they really did, like, combine a bunch of different ships. It's pretty much just where you take, you put TIE Fighter wings on a Y-Wing body, and, vice versa. So it makes me feel a little bit better that maybe this isn't like some totally random thing that Lego came up with, but Disney or Lego might actually be basing it off of prior decade old Legend stuff. Again, my really only worry about this set is I really hope they actually just give us a solid TIE Fighter and a solid X-Wing, as individual sets before they start worrying about how they look like combined, all right? Because if they start cutting corners on the actual individual, real vehicles, I think that might be pretty bad on their end. But nonetheless, there's that. Next up, we have the Escape from the Sarlacc. So yesterday, we knew about some of the minifigures. We knew there was going to be a Han Solo, a Chewbacca, a Lando, and a Boba Fett, the same from the mech, which, again, is not totally accurate. I wish it was a little bit different. His armor does have a couple differences between the movies, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a nice minifigure, but with that being said, if it is the exact same, that also means there won't be a pauldron in this $90 set either, which definitely sucks, man. If that Boba Fett from the mech had a pauldron, be a 11 out of 10 minifigure. But there was also 2 other minifigures that we did not know yesterday, but now we do know them. So there's going to be Luke Skywalker, pretty obvious, then also a Weequay guard. So pretty much all the minifigures that make sense for a set like that. Next up, I do want to talk about the Sith Infiltrator really quickly. Nothing that's really going to inherently ruin the set, but I do want to bring up the fact that, keep in mind, this 2024 one is only $70 in 2024, and the last one was $90 in 2015. So I've got to worry this might be a pretty downsized Sith Infiltrator, which again is not necessarily a bad thing, but just for my personal preference, I'm a big fan of just getting the biggest vehicle possible for my money. But I got a feeling it might be a little bit closer to the 07 size, but only time will tell. All right, then I do just want to reaffirm these last 2 sets that we still don't know full concrete evidence on. We have 75392. It is indeed potentially a creature build. The only thing we know about that set is the fact that it does have a 25th anniversary young Leia set. The creature build, the only thing I heard about it from my end, all right, throughout the months, is apparently it has multiple eyes, okay? And other than that, really anyone I've talked to has 0 clue. So whether it's a canon, actual creature, is it a big creature, is it a small creature, we don't know the price yet, or is it possibly something from Skeleton Crew or Acolyte? Is it a creature that, we have not met yet, and that's why no one can identify it, the people that have seen, the prelim picture. So, again, I have heard it will have multiple eyes, as in 3, 4, or 5, okay? Not just 2 of them, that's multiple. But, so yeah, if you guys have any, ideas what that might be, are there any Legends creatures that have, 4 or 5 or 6 eyes? Definitely comment them down below. Next up, 75394. We do have a little bit more info on this. Yesterday, I did say it will be some sort of Imperial set. So it does now look like it will be something like, called a Death Star playset. It might also just be called like Death Star, bunker or Imperial base, something like that. Pretty much is going to be an $80 Imperial set. All right, it'll have the 25th anniversary minifigure of Cal Kestis, but it's not going to necessarily be a Jedi Fallen Order set. All right, that's just a 25th anniversary minifigure. It'll also have Darth Vader and 5 or 6 more Imperial minifigures, including crew members, officers, and stormtroopers. I got a feeling this is probably their answer to kind of counterpart the Yavin 4 Rebel base from last year, and definitely a nice way to get build up your Imperial army. And then for September 1st, 2024, a lot of questions here. All right, at the moment, there's nothing else other than the Advent calendar. Okay, that's not to say that maybe we don't get something else September 1st, but at the moment right now, we are not getting anything that date besides the Advent calendar, but we do know some info on it. So it's going to be 75395, all right, $45, 368 pieces. And the figures in that Advent calendar, Super Battle Droid, 501st Trooper with the helmet holes, Ahsoka Tano from the T6 last year, Luke Skywalker, potentially a Christmas version, Leia, also potentially a Christmas version, and then one more minifigure, all right? And then, of course, probably a Gonk droid, probably some sort of buildable droid, but the actual real minifigures right there, that's what we're getting. So definitely nothing too crazy. I mean, a lot of repeats. Hopefully the Christmas minifigures are good, but at the moment, that is the only thing for September 1st. And then lastly here, I'm just going to say it really is looking like that Jabba sail bars, that UCS one for October is looking more and more likely. I got a feeling though, like I said, it'll be on the cheaper side, but honestly, I think it's almost a lock, all right? I'm not confirming that, but based off everything I know, based off what some people have told me that are definitely in the know, it's coming soon, and it only makes sense that it is 2024 fall. So more info on that. Definitely stay subbed to the channel to get all the latest info on the October UCS set. All right, then the last two things here, these are involving previous things. The mystery polybag of 30685. It is indeed a $4.99 polybag scheduled for May 1st, 2024. And the one thing I can say about this, all right, can't say much more other than the fact it has a significant amount of pieces in it, okay? So it's not just a minifigure. It's not just a minifigure and a plaque. At the bare minimum, it will either be a bigger, kind of a polybag build, or it will be a minifigure and a build, all right? It will not just be a figure. It has a pretty decent amount of pieces, all right? So I will say that. Second up here, Skeleton Crew ship. Coming out June 1st, 2024. Got pushed back, of course, from January. This is not confirmed yet, but some people found it in some source code, I think, or something, or on some website. It does look like the Skeleton Crew ship might be called the Onyx Cinder. Not that it really changes anything, but just so you guys know, that might be what it actually ends up being called instead of just the Skeleton Crew ship, of course. All right, guys, that is everything for today's video. Just wanted to keep you guys fully in the loop. I have more videos coming over the weekend, as well as my LBS response due for tomorrow. And again, I hope to see you guys all at the live stream. I'm going to spend the next couple hours really setting it up, make my setup look nice, get the presentation ready, and we will probably go for 3 or 4 hours talking nothing but 2024 Lego Star Wars. Quite a few things to get into, a lot of predictions, a lot of theories, and a lot of discussions to be had. So I hope to see you guys all there. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys, and stay safe.